Imagine a man whose actions changed the course of history, reshaping the world in ways unimaginable. Adolf Hitler, a name that echoes through time, is a figure whose rise to power left a permanent mark on the world. Adolf Hitler, one of the most infamous figures in history, was born on April 20th, 1889, in the small Austrian town of Braunau am Inn. His father, Alois Hitler, was a strict and demanding government worker, while his mother, Clara, was a kind-hearted and deeply religious woman. As a child, young Adolf dreamed of becoming an artist. However, after being rejected twice by the Vienna Academy of Fine Arts, his dreams were shattered. This rejection would ultimately change the course of his life, steering him down a much darker path. When World War I broke out in 1914, Hitler had already moved to Germany. Driven by a sense of loyalty and national pride, he enlisted in the German army. Hitler served in the trenches, surviving several close calls with death, even earning medals for bravery. However, when Germany lost the war in 1918, Hitler was devastated. He believed that the country had been betrayed from within, particularly by its leaders and the Jewish community, and this sense of betrayal would fuel his future ambitions. After the war, a disillusioned Hitler found solace in politics. In 1920, he joined a small fringe political group known as the Nazi Party. Through his fiery and charismatic speeches, Hitler quickly rose through the ranks, becoming a prominent figure. He blamed Germany's defeat on Jews, communists, and others, and promised to restore the country to greatness. His message of nationalism, militarism, and anti-Semitism resonated with many Germans, giving him a growing platform for his ambitions. By 1933, Hitler's rapid rise to power was complete. He was appointed Chancellor of Germany, and within a matter of months, he seized total control of the government. Using propaganda, fear, and intimidation, he turned Germany into a dictatorship, declaring himself Führer. His vision was clear: to create a pure, powerful Germany, free of Jews and anyone he deemed undesirable. In 1939, Hitler took the next step toward his ultimate goal. On September 1st, Nazi Germany invaded Poland, igniting World War II. His forces, using a devastating military strategy known as Blitzkrieg, or Lightning War, swiftly overran much of Europe. Countries like Poland, France, Denmark, and Norway fell quickly under Nazi control. Hitler seemed unstoppable, and the world watched in fear as his empire expanded. Behind the scenes of Hitler's military conquests lay an even darker agenda: the Holocaust. Obsessed with the idea of racial purity, Hitler ordered the systematic rounding up of millions of Jews, Romani people, disabled individuals, and others he considered inferior. These people were sent to concentration camps where they were brutally exterminated. In total, 6 million Jews and millions of others were murdered in one of the most horrific genocides in human history. By 1944, Hitler's once unstoppable war machine was crumbling. Allied forces landed in Normandy from the west, and the Soviet Union advanced from the east, leaving Germany trapped between two powerful enemies. The Nazis were losing ground fast, and by 1945, the Allies had reached Berlin. Hitler's empire was collapsing, and his grip on power was slipping away. On April 30th, 1945, Adolf Hitler, now a broken man, took his own life in his underground bunker in Berlin. Just days later, Germany surrendered, and World War II in Europe came to an end. Hitler's reign of terror was over, but the damage he caused would leave a permanent scar on history. In the aftermath of Hitler's death, Germany was left in ruins, both physically and morally. The world had to reckon with the horrors of the Holocaust and the devastation of the war. The Nuremberg trials were held, bringing many Nazi leaders to justice for their crimes against humanity. Hitler's legacy is a dark and sobering reminder of what unchecked power, hatred, and prejudice can lead to. His rise and fall stand as a lesson to future generations about the dangers of dictatorship and the importance of defending human rights and dignity.